speaking of, you know what? I'm not even finna drag Raven today. I'm not. I thought I was. No, I didn't. I wasn't gonna drag her because a lot of people are dragging her and her wife on social media over a clip that surfaced of them talking about the dynamics of their relationships. Okay, and so I'm gonna go ahead and roll this clip. This is about Raven and I guess their partnership and how they do things. But we as married women, we know what's up, okay? But there's a lot of people that don't. Go ahead, Jasmine.
Like, yes, she was like the best sex of my life, or what should I not say was?
Was that a surprise to you? I mean, on camera, look at her, she red. Look at her.
Well, because I said
she already pink, but now she red.
Because I said was, and I thought
I'm not tripping over past tense. I was and still am.
Okay, so
give me all the tenses.
Because
not to squeeze and get in the North Carolina.
Yeah. No, because we had really great sexual,
okay, babes. Okay, you said it. I'm getting embarrassed now. Stop.
I'm just saying that existed in our relationship. That exists in our relationship, and we also checked the other boxes.
And so when we decided to sleep in separate rooms, it strengthened our lust and
and how often we text each other. Because now we get to text each other goodnight.
Do you text each other goodnight now? So why don't you tell a story about it? How I wouldn't say goodnight, and you were so offended.
This is a whole different story, but
so offended. And now I say goodnight more.
Last night I did text her because I was on a phone call until 11:45, and
I was in my art
painting.
cove. Yeah. Yeah, we text each other goodnight.
So Raven, how do I even say this?
Want me to say it?
My wife is different. She's not your average person by any means.
Check the receipts.
So,
we know.
I'm the type of person who likes to say good morning and good night.
Why the clip just cut off like that? Was that the clip? Damn. They be shorting us on this clip, okay? So we know Raven is different, all right? And I just wanted to hear y'all to hit a court of marriage because a lot of people were dragging them saying, why do y'all sleep in separate rooms? Single people. Know why you like being single? Because you have your individuality. And people think just because you're in relationships, now forget the messenger. Take the messenger down, Jasmine. Take the messenger down. We know what this is, okay? They tell too much of their business and it's too much. Damn, what was my last thought? Shit. Forget the messenger, but what did I say before? Individuality, yes. People think, single people think just because you're in a relationship, you have to lose who you are. Right? They think that you have to sacrifice who you are. The only thing you have to sacrifice is time to make time for the other person and what they're doing. You do not have to revolve your entire life around somebody else's life. It becomes a partnership, sort of like a work schedule. I see Jasmine every day, same time. I don't bother her after that. People need their separation. They need their individuality. And so when people were saying, what do you mean your sex life is good when you haven't seen each other? Because it's the absence, I was reading that book on that white woman. I can't remember that damn book. I can't remember people's names. I'm so bad at it. Damn. And I was going to put that book out there too, man. I was like, damn, I forgot. I ain't even getting paid to put this book out here. But she wrote a book on relationships and how people stay in marriages and in partnerships for a very, very long time and how they're able to do it. Is it Cheryl Lee Ralph, the one yes, who is married and has been married for 20 years, and she lives in LA and her husband lives in Philadelphia, and there's no insecurity, there's no jealousy. When they see each other, it's really good. They're married, their affairs are in order. If somebody gets sick, somebody can come and sign off on them, manage the assets, you know what I'm saying? Manage just everything. Make sure they got somebody that they trust speaking on their behalf in the event you get sick. Your dog or your cat can't sign off on no paperwork if you get sick. They can support you beside the bed, but they cannot handle your business. Okay? And she does her, he does him. They've been married for 26 years. They don't plan on moving in together yet, and they haven't moved in together, but it has not dimmed her as a person from evolving. And he supports her long distance. He supports her when they're together. He's still a man. Because a lot of people question this man, what type of man would want his wife living across? A man that has a bigger purpose in life. The same type of man that Martin Luther King was. He wasn't home. No, don't play with my Martin Luther King now. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Martin Luther King cheated on Coretta. She didn't give a damn. Martin Luther King went out there and risked his life every damn day for us, our ungrateful asses. And was the only one that took a bullet. Took bullets every city he went through to come march for our punk and scary asses. And Coretta was at home with them children, and they are still taking care of that legacy. Woman didn't give a damn about that, none of that down there coming on. But guess who was right there? Guess who was there to pick up the legacy? She was. Because sometimes it ain't about sex and all of that. That's her friend. That's a man with purpose. And yes, if I'm not there and I love you, the way that I say I love you, and this is gonna be your last time on earth, get you some pussy. Please do. Help yourself. I know they're gonna drag me, but I don't care. I'm real grown. I'm real grown. I'm real comfortable with who I am. I promise you that. I promise you that. But what I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with couples being individuals. And I see that's why a lot of people don't want to be in relationships, is because they feel that they have to move their lives around to meet other people where they are, and that's not the case. You should be doing you, your partner's doing you, y'all come together, y'all celebrate each other in love. Yeah, you do fight. Yeah, you're gonna have some disagreements. But at the end of the day, what does the bottom line say? You can't do everything by yourself. You cannot. That's why y'all get frustrated when y'all begin with these dudes and they be lying and they ain't got nothing, they be moving in. Why is a dude, first of all, why is he trying to move in with you? Why? Where did it even come from? That's equivalent to you letting a boy sneak in your mama house when you was a teenager. It's habits. And screw you on your bed and go home. The one thing my mama them always put in my head is that they're gonna take you to his house. His hotel. For a whole hotel. Then you gonna bring your ass back to the house. But you ain't finna lay up in here. Don't shit where you lay. You don't shit where you lay. So I don't see nothing wrong with what they got going on, but they're living in the same house. They have their own individuality. It works for them, and a lot of couples are living that way. I kid you not. And they're happy. They're some of the happiest couples ever, because guess what? They get to be themselves. Like, I don't have nobody's energy breathing down over me. I love you for loving me and for letting me be me. And that's essentially what we want. And then we want to not be broke together. We want to not be broken together. And like I said, forget the messenger. Just take the message. Moving on.